Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm gonna be giving you what if Naruto became the Wrath of the Namikaze, guys. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, I post a brand new series, What If Naruto Became the God of Sound, over on Anime King. So go ahead and check that out and enjoy. And also guys, stay tuned for a brand new episode coming over on Making 3. If you're new, yes, I need to have 3 channels, Anime King, Anime King 2, and Making 3, which I post what every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead, click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all for helping and support, and yeah, remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new, and also turn on that bell notification on 3 of the channel so you can see exactly when I post. So without further ado, what is to begin this new episode? Start the intro. So, the last time we left off, Harrison believed that it was the right moment to tell Naruto who his parents were. But that came with some backlash, as Naruto has been stuck in a Namikaze manner for some time now and he would not come out. As Jiraiya came by, both him and Harrison got into an argument about the treatment of Naruto as the curse, as he was rather upset. Eventually though, they calmed down, as they made a deal to see this through to make sure for Naruto's well-being. So with that, at the house, Naruto was currently there. He was angry, and he would never trust the old man ever again. As Naruto was rather pissed off, but there was a lot of things that he found in his parents' study and journals. Things that he was currently working with. Not to mention the Kyuubi. She was helping him along as well. The both of them share a common goal, and he did not say exactly what it was. Jiraiya came by as Naruto let him in, as the man explained himself, as Naruto allowed him to say what he had to say. As they spoke, the Kyuubi was questioning Naruto if he was going to forgive him, yes or no. But Naruto's mind hasn't been made up yet. But they had to bring back Tsunade Sanin, so Naruto agreed to the mission. Later that day, Harrison had a meeting with the council. Sasuke had run away from the village without permission to go and chase after Itachi after he entered the village, looking for Naruto, him and his partner Kisame. But Harrison wanted to punish him, but the civilian council was against that. And they also spoke badly about Naruto, while the man that did, he lost his head by an anbu, slicing it off when Harrison gave the signal. He warned them and he would not warn them again. He told the civilian council to get out. Shikaku came up with a good punishment. Afterwards, he told them about Naruto. They were shocked as hell, as they couldn't believe it, especially Tsume, as she was close with Kushina, so she couldn't believe it all this time Naruto was her pup. Meanwhile, as a woman had flirted with Jiraiya and he had made his way off, as Naruto noticed that something was wrong immediately, as the Kyuubi caught on, Itachi and Kisame came to pay him a visit as they wanted to take him, but Naruto played out a perfect plan to buy some time, as Sasuke arrived and faced off against Itachi. As Naruto faced off against Kisame, Kisame was alarmed, as he thought that Itachi had lied to him, because from what he said, Naruto was far stronger than that. The kid even wounded him, as Sasuke was completely defeated by Itachi. Afterward, Jiraiya arrived as he stopped them. They ran away. It was then that Asuma and the others came. Kurina and the others were confused about Naruto's attitude regarding Sasuke and regarding everything, but Jiraiya told them to ask Harrison when they got back. So with that, they made their way off, as the group took Sasuke back with them. Meanwhile at the village, Harrison came clean with the public. Sakura belittling Naruto, as Hinata snapped at her, angry at the girl for saying bad things about Naruto, as that surprised the others because Hinata never usually speak up so loudly. So with that, Harrison told them everything. A lot of them were crestfallen and shocked to hear everything, and the younger generations found out that Naruto a whole, the Kyuubi inside of him, But the older generations were shocked when they heard that Naruto's parents were the famous hero of the village, who saved them all, and yet they treat his children like garbage. Now that threw them for a loop, as they couldn't believe what they were hearing. As Hiruzen really laid it on thick, he made sure they swallowed themselves in regret and pity for what they did, as he was truly upset with their actions regarding the child. As he walked away, many of them were just speechless. He could just only hope that Naruto would find it in his heart to forgive them all. Well, that is what he was hoping for. But he didn't even know if that was a reality. So yeah guys, so basically as we left off, you guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself so as to be this new episode. We begin this a few hours after Hiruzen's speech. The rookies, excluding Sakura, had meet up at the Akimichi barbecue joint. Of course, naturally, they tried to invite Sakura, but she wanted nothing to do with it, apparently. The pink kid refused to believe that Naruto could be related to the 4th Hokage and stormed off. That was pretty much expected by now, but it was still troublesome nonetheless. Unexpectedly, the rookies didn't expect for their parents to come to the meeting as well, along with some of their family members. Those that chose to join the group was Tetsume, Hana Inazaka, Hayashi, Hanabi, Inoichi, Choza, and Shikaku Nara. The simple fact that they wanted to be here meant that they wanted to discuss this with their friends and family as well. Shikamaru sighed as he looked up to the ceiling, as his group waiting for their food. Choza had the other Akimichis working on it, so he could be here for the conversation. So troublesome. I could have ventured a guess on who his father was, based on his looks alone, but this confirms it. He looked toward his father. I assume you adults already know everything he said. Shikaku shook his head. Some of us had our suspicions, but Hokage-sama announcement pretty much confirmed it for all of us. It's definitely troublesome knowing that Minato's son suffered so much, and we did nothing for him. Regardless about that fact, there's not a damn thing we can do to change the past. It is what we do from this point on that matter to the boy. As Ino asked the question, but what can we do? I wouldn't be surprised if he hates us. Choza reached over and patted her on her shoulders. No worries, dear little one. Naruto secluded himself from everyone for the past week, as Hokage-sama told us. But I think the lad's just trying to sort things out right now. It must have been pretty surprising to find out that the fort is his father after all. But a word for the Namikaze boy. I don't think he hates any of you, but the village. That's another question. As their food was brought to them, Shino decided to voice his own opinion. Try to think of things from Naruto's point of view for a moment. Hokage-sama knew this information all along. To Naruto, who never had a family and was treated so harshly by the villagers, it would feel like a devastating blow. Wouldn't he feel like he was lied to by one of the people he thought he could have trusted the most? Hand on the other hand, you have a point, Shino-san. If I was in Naruto's shoes, I would have a hard time forgiving Hokage-sama for that. In fact, I think I would feel incredibly betrayed and hurt inside. Who knows what he's been up to during his time of seclusion? Do you think he moved into his parents' old home? No doubt about it, said Shikamaru. It would explain why we hadn't seen him since he became a Chunin. I was there in the room when Hokage-sama announced that we both became Chunin, and Naruto was told to remain behind so that he could speak to him. So he must have been told there and went to the house. You definitely raise a good point, Hana. There is no telling what he has been up to during that time of seclusion. Troublesome, said Shikamaru. Stop saying that all the time, Shika, said Ino. I'm just really worried about him. I know it may seem selfish to say this, seeing that Naruto and I aren't the really best friends. Boy, that was an understatement. She thought to herself. The point is, I don't want him to change. Hinata was the next one to speak, having remained quiet this entire time. I feel the same way. Naruto can just find the way he is. He's kind, passionate. He believes in himself, and he doesn't let others bring him down. He's an incredible person. I can only imagine how much he's hurting inside right now. This village is hurting so much. What if he decided to leave because he cannot stand being here anymore? The only person who he trusted more than everyone else turned out to have been lying to him all along. What if he decided to leave? Hanabi saw a heartbroken look on her sister's face as she reached over and held her hand. With a hearty thought in Neji-san, I hope he doesn't decide to leave. Hokage-sama did say that Naruto-san has been fighting So hard to get people acknowledgement, right? Wouldn't leaving just ruin all of that for him? Hayashi slowly nodded his head, but he kept his eyes closed as he listened as the others around him made conversations. The one he was most concerned about at this point was his daughter, Hinata. Clearly, he knew of her feelings for the boy. At first, he didn't approve of them. But, as time went on, Naruto has proven to be an incredible shinobi thus far. His actions during the Chunin exams, and the influence that he had on Hinata, was just astounding. He cleared his throat, signifying that he would like to speak. I may not always approve of the boy, but he has proven himself to be a trustworthy individual. If he does choose to leave the village, I, for one, will not hold it against him. I know some here will probably even try to follow him. As he gave his daughter a look, I will be honest here, this village has changed over the years. Hokage-sama disbanding of the civilian council was probably one of the best decisions he has made. Over the years, they were a corrupt group of individuals who has done many shady deals over the past couple of years, and several of them directly trying to go against Namikaze boy. The elder, Donzo Shamura, they're included as well, but that is neither here or there. What is concerned me is Naruto's plans. Now that he has learned the truth, the only thing tying him to Konoha is the home and his parents' memory. But I doubt that he's strong enough to keep him here. Tatsumi shook her head. It's frustrating to think that way, but I agree with you, Hayashi. I'm saying this now. If the boy does decide to leave Konoha, I plan on going with him. And if and when that happens, I'm hoping that my children and clan may come with me. The boy deserves better than what he's been given, and I want to look out for the pup from now on. He deserves to feel like he's part of a family with all that he's put up with. As Inoichi closed his eyes after hearing all of that, he sighed. You won't be the only one leaving with him. Think about it. Hokage-sama informed us that Jiraiya of the Sannin and Tsunade are his godparents. If Naruto were to abandon the village, it wouldn't surprise me if they do so as well. Losing Jiraiya and his spy network would be a problem, but if Tsunade planned to go with them and never return, we would be losing a valuable medic expertise that our medics would greatly benefit from. Him leaving would be a truly horrible thing for our village. I'm certain of it. As the others lowered their head as they all were in agreement. For a good while they eat and chat together. The topic being Naruto Namikaze. Many of them wished the best for the boy, but there was a person eavesdropping on them that clearly didn't agree with them, as she stormed away. I don't care if the idiot saved me. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't prove anything. Son of the fort, a hero? I'm not buying it. When he comes back, I'm gonna give that idiot a piece of my mind for trying to lie to everyone like this. As she made her way off. Meanwhile, the group had arrived at Tansukagai. As Naruto and Jiraiya were grumbling as they checked another bar, they were honestly tired. They had spent the almost entire day searching for the woman. I swear if she's not in here, I'm heading to the inn to go and take a nap, said Naruto. I'm with you, kid, said Jiraiya. If we can't find her here, we can go back and get some rest. All we can do is hope that she will still be here tomorrow, and that she'll be easier to find. As it stands, I'm starting to regret not resting at the damn inn when we just got here. Come and know that we need rest then, and we definitely need it now, said Jiraiya. But it was then that Jiraiya heard a voice. Bingo, he said. Huh? Said Naruto. It seems we finally found her, said Jiraiya. Come on. As he walked through until Jiraiya saw her. Coming. She still looked beautiful even now, he thought. As they made their way as he sat down without saying a word, the woman turned to face him. Long time no see, Haim. I hope you've been well, said Jiraiya. She let her head droop on the table as she groaned loudly. Waitress, I could use some more steak. She then lifted her head back up. It hasn't been nearly long enough, Jiraiya. What the hell do you want, she asked. As Naruto came over and took a seat. So this is her, huh? I have to admit she looks a lot younger than I expected. I figured that she'd be about your age, Erasenin. As he chuckled to himself, she tried to grab him by his jacket, but he pulled back. Struck a nerve, did I? Tsunade-chan, said Naruto. Don't try to grab me like that again. As he looked her over. From what I've heard of you so far, I'm wondering something. Why do you choose to gamble and drink so much, he asked. First off, drinking so much won't do anything good for your health. Secondly, gambling won't really help you work off any debts you've worked up. Instead, it would only increase the amount of debt that you owe, and the amount of people that you owe money to. For one of the legendary Sonins gambling away all your money at all the time, it's not really smart. This time she tried to punch him but he avoided it. You're right, she does have a violent temper. All I had to do was speak the truth, and she flew off the handle. Jiraiya sighed and shook his head. True, but you didn't have to provoke her like that. I thought you want to get to know her, not piss her off. Remember our mission. As Naruto nodded, as Jiraiya turned, calm down, Haim, he said. And let's talk for a bit. For old time's sake, can you just hear me out, he asked. She gave Jiraiya a look. As she sighed, and she decided to hear him out. Fine, but any food you order is on you. I'm not gonna pay for the crap you two decide to eat here. Sounds like a fair deal to me, said Jiraiya. That actually makes it a lot easier than I thought this was gonna be. You see, the kid and I here was sent on a mission to find you. I assume by now you must have heard what happened in Konoha recently, correct? I've heard some, but I'd rather hear it directly from the horse's mouth. What has happened this time, Jiraiya, she said. Orochimaru happened, that's what. The bastard had a whole invasion planned first. He placed that damn curse mark on Sasuke Uchiha in the second portion of the exam. And then he unleashed his army on Konoha in the third stage. He tricked the sun by taking the place of the Kazekage. So with the combined force of the sun and the sound, things got pretty rough for Konoha. It didn't help when the Ichibai was released as well. Tsunade's eyes widened as she poured the both of them a cup of sake. As she downed hers rather quickly, she released a heavy sigh. Damn. I didn't think he would take things that far. Konoha is fine, I take it. How about the old man? And I guess it was you that stopped the Ichibai Jinchuriki. Jiraiya chuckled as he patted Naruto in the head. To answer your questions in order, Konoha is fine. A little shaken up after the invasion and they're still in the process of repairing the damage, but it's fine. The old man survived the ordeal, but due to some of his recent actions, he and I aren't really on the best of terms right now. And finally, the one that stopped Ichibai was this guy right here, Naruto Uzumaki. He saw the look on her face. Nope, I'm not lying. Even after the beast took over, he defeated the Ichibai. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you agree? I wouldn't have been able to pull it off if it wasn't for your training, said Naruto. Gamabunta was a big help. Tsunade's eyes widened hearing that. You're telling me that this kid here managed to summon Gamabunta? Of all things, he looked like he can barely summon a tadpole for comic sake. You're joking, right? Seeing the expression on your face. Alright, maybe not. Huh, that's pretty impressive for a kid your size, she said. As Naruto looked like he was about to say something, but Jiraiya pat him on the shoulder. Let me do the talking, he said. As his food came at that moment as he decided to eat. Haim, let me get to the reason. It's time for you to come back to Konoha. I already figured that much on what you said earlier. The answer is no. If that's all you want to say, now buzz off and leave me to drink in peace. It's not that simple, said Jiraiya. The old man would like you to replace him as Hokage, Haim. It will also be prudent if we could convince you to train the medics. But aside from that, there are patients that they need your help with. Kakashi Hatake, Sasuke Uchiha are just a few that need your attention, Haim. Tsunade laughed at that as she shook her head in disbelief. Me? Become Hokage? No thank you. And I can't do anything to help free the Uchiha brat off Orochimaru's seal. You know that if you can't, I'm nowhere near a Fuinjutsu master like you. So the hell can I help, she said, as she poured herself another cup of sake, finding the whole thing amusing. No, Haim, they were attacked by Itachi Uchiha. Something he did that put the both of them in a coma. They aren't waking up. To be honest, Naruto here was Itachi, real target. Him and his partner in crime tried to capture him. She raised an eyebrow. And why would they want to do such a thing, she asked. She had a basic idea, but she wanted to hear it directly from Jiraiya. But Naruto scoffed. Do not give me that crap, and don't try to play dumb. But, seeing that you want to hear it, let me tell you. As he leaned forward, yes, I'm the Kyuubi Jinchuriki. Yes, they wanted me for that reason. They made that perfectly clear. I don't know what they wanted me, but it doesn't matter. They ran away after Jiraiya Sensei came to the rescue. I doubt I'll be seeing them again anytime soon. As he took a sip of his tea that he ordered a short while ago, as he went about finishing his meal, Jiraiya nodded at that. I've been looking into the group that those two are a part of. They're seeking Jinchuriki for some purpose. But the purpose is not really clear yet. The Akatsuki. They aren't too active yet, and I only know the identity of a few of their members. Itachi and Kisame being one of them. And also a guy called Deira, said to be a missing link from the Hidden Stone. They're a rather secretive group. I can't even get a size on their organization. But that is beside the point. As much as I can't stand that old monkey, we need you to come back. What can I do to convince you? Asked Jiraiya. Nothing. No, drop it, Jiraiya. Now if there isn't anything else, drop it, and let me get back to my drink. I'm done talking to you. As Naruto scoffed at that, she turned towards him. What the hell is your problem? She said. As Naruto dabbed at his lips with a napkin, as he looked up towards her, the look in his eyes caught her off guard. They were so cold. My problem? Let's start with you. So bad shit happened in your past. So what? You're just running away from your past and wallowing in self-pity and a pool of misery. It's pathetic. You even left your own godson to rot in that hell village, known as Konoha. You want to know what the villagers did to your precious godson that you abandoned, Tsunade? I bet you probably don't even give a shit. But guess what, you old cranky bitch? I'm gonna tell you anyways. He slammed his fist on the table as it cracked slightly. Your godson was put through hell. That is what happened. For something that wasn't even his fault. He was harassed and beaten by the villagers for so goddamn long. One of the people that he was closest to turned out to be nothing but a lying bastard, and he can no longer be trusted. Your godson doesn't really have any true friends. He had to struggle just to become a goddamn shinobi. He doesn't get any goddamn respect. But has he quit yet? Has he decided to just run away from his problems? No! Your godson is toughing it out and making plans to make things better for himself. As Naruto slowly got up to his feet. Go ahead. Pity yourself, you cranky old bitch. Tuh, it was a total waste of time coming here. Turns out that you're a lot worse than I imagined. As Naruto left the bar, he decided to wait outside until Jiraiya was finished, so they could discuss what they should do next. Meanwhile, Tsunade sat with a dumbfounded expression on her face. As she slowly turned to Jiraiya, she was struggling to find the words. It was hard. When she finally found her words, they came out soft. Jiraiya, what the hell did that little brat mean? Since when was I named someone? Godmother of all things. How long ago did something like that happen? Jiraiya, what the hell is going on? She said, as it took him a while to rein in everything. Alright, Haim, it may sound unbelievable, but Minato and Kushina name you their child godmother before they pass away, and I'm his godfather. I left him in the care of the old man, but it turns out that was a big mistake. Not only did they fail to protect the boy, he lied to him his entire life. He never told him who his parents were until a week ago. But I'm no better, I guess. I did not stay in the village. I didn't protect the kid. Common knows I should have done better for him, but I just entered his life recently. It's amazing that he's even given me the chance that he is. Especially after what he just learned. As Jiraiya sighed once again. How do you think he felt, knowing that the third was lying to him his entire life, someone that he idolized, someone that he looked up to, knowing that he was the very reason why he wasn't adopted? I guess we really screwed the kid over good then. That boy that just stormed out, he's our godson, Tsunade, said Jiraiya, as he looked at her. He's been through hell in that village. Konoha has changed so much. It's just not the same anymore, Haim. It's not the same as it used to be. As a few tears actually trickled down the man's face. It's just a goddamn nightmare of a place right now. He still goes through hell in that village, but yet he still stays there. But he's changed, Haim. Before, he was such an energetic boy, full of smiles and laughter. But now that he learned the truth, it broke piece of him. He's in a dark place right now, and he really needs our help. At least take the time to know him, Haim. Come back to Konoha with us. He needs someone like you in his life right now. As Tsunade got up and walked out, followed by Shizune and Tauntaun, as Jiraiya was forced to pay the entire bill. As he made his way after them, as Tsunade found him, his back was turned. If you're really my godson, before I say anything else, I would like you to apologize to me, Naruto, she said. As Naruto started to tremble. As he was laughing, he threw his head up in the sky and laughed, rather loudly. As he finally found his voice. Apology. For speaking the truth. Yeah, that's original. What the hell do you want now, Tsunade? If you change your mind and decide to come back with us now, just say so, otherwise, leave me the hell alone. Grumbling at disrespect towards his own godmother, she stepped towards him. Damn it, brat. Stop being such a pain in the ass already. I already told you I'm not going to return to that goddamn village. Then we have nothing to talk about, said Naruto. I'm sure we can find someone else to be Hokage. As for Kakashi and Sasuke getting healed, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure if I give a damn about either of them, to be honest. Kakashi favored that damn Uchiha, and that damn Uchiha, I don't really need to say anything, his arrogance speaks for him quite clearly. So Tsunade, he said, turning towards her, go ahead and continue to run up your debts. Keep drowning yourself in sake, and stumble through life like the pathetic bitch that you are. As he turned to Jiraiya, I'm going back to the inn, he said. Do what you want. Tsunade stepped forward to punch him over the head, but when she did, he poofed away. It was then that she felt a kunai pressing in her back. Did you really think I'll leave myself open like that? He whispered in her ear. Riling you up was just a tad too easy, don't you think? If I was the enemy, I could have killed you already. Now, can you please explain to me why the hell I should apologize to you, he asked. As he removed the kunai, she turned to face him. You're not really what I expected. I didn't even know that I had a godson until Jiraiya told me. To be honest, I never thought I had anything left for me in Konoha. I still don't, from the sounds of it. You hate it just as much as I do. But you still shouldn't be so rude to your godmother, kid. That's why I think you should apologize. You don't know all the details that led me to be like this. Nor do I know the details that has happened to you. So as your godmother, I would like you to apologize. But I suppose it would be best if I lead by example. Now would it? As she bowed her head. I'm sorry, Naruto, she said. I'm sorry for not being there for you. As Naruto chuckled and shook his head. You're not the only one, but really, there's nothing for you to apologize for. I figure you didn't know, but you still have to understand my frustrations. Being lied to all my life. Find out the villagers spat on my father's wishes, and find out this other crap that is going on. It's a bit too much, don't you think? He reached out his hand as she took it. As he gave her a quick handshake. I'm sorry as well for how I treated you, he said. But right now I'm just really tired, so I'm gonna head back. And I'm gonna get some rest, he said. Hopefully we can talk more later and get to know each other better. I'll see you back at the inn, Jiraiya, he said as he walked off. Jiraiya stood beside her. I think you'll be pretty proud of all the things that he has accomplished. He's worked so damn hard for it. Oh, and as for the deal Orochimaru made with you, don't trust anything that Snake said. I really hope that you're not even considering it. She paused. How do I know? We saw the castle. It does take a genius to figure out that Orochimaru came here to see you. And there was a bit of a tussle. But whatever he offered you, I hope you're not even considering it. But the answer is still up to you, he said. So have a good night, Hein. Tsunade sighed to herself. The rest of this week is going to be terrible. I can see it now, she said. Time skip. A pounding could be heard. As Shizune was at the door. Naruto-kun, where's Jiraiya? I thought he was supposed to be with you. Jiraiya did not return last night. I figured that he went to speak with Tsunade. Why are you so panicked, Naruto asked. Tsunade went on her own to meet up with Orochimaru. She knocked me out, and when I woke up, she was gone. We need to stop her from doing something stupid. Wow, so she really is crazy, said Naruto as he started to pack his things. But I doubt that she would accept his deal. She's probably trying to kill him on her own. Which is stupid, as Naruto walked towards the window and opened it. I hope you heard all of that. You good to go, said Naruto. Jiraiya coughed. Just as soon as Shizune gave me something to counteract this damn drug. I didn't expect Tsunade to pull a fast one on me like that. As Shizune looked outside to see Jiraiya on the ground. Shizune, mind helping me out real quick? She quickly nodded and went for a few things. Time skip. Moments later, at the outskirts, Tsunade was shaking as Kabuto approached her. He used her hemophobia against her. But before he could, he was almost ripped apart. He was forced to jump back. Ah, Naruto-kun. It's good to see you again. You don't look happy to see me though. You were odd, said Naruto, but you helped my team out in Chunin exams. But now I guess I have to kill you, said Naruto. As he glanced towards Tsunade as he saw the blood. It figured Orochimaru pets would use underhanded tactics to get what they want. Is that how all of you are, he asked. An overwhelming sense of cowardness that prevent you all from fighting as a real ninja should. Then again, as Naruto pulled his kunai, it doesn't really matter now, does it? Say your farewells to the pedo snake, Kabuto, because once I'm done with you, you're not going to be his little sex toy anymore. Kabuto snarled at that comment as he recreated is chakra scalpels. When I was observing you before Naruto-gun, you proved that you wasn't anything special. Now, I'll show you that you're nothing but a pathetic kid that is just plain shinobi. When comparing you to Sasuke-gun, it just shows that you're nothing but a talentless loser. As Naruto merely smiled, well, for one thing it seems like you got a more level head. Fine then it seems. I'll have to show you the difference in our skills, Naruto Uzumaki. Meanwhile at Konoha, as Uncle Minarashi entered, as she saw the couple sitting down, as the main topic that they were speaking about was none other than the Uzumaki. Yo, she said, greeting Asuma and Kunai. The others should get here pretty soon. Looks like one of them got caught up by something, not sure what though. She reached her hand out to grab a piece of Kunai's meal, as Kunai slapped her hand as she pulled it back. She gave Kunai a look, but Kunai simply sent her a glare. She sighed, fine, she said. Have to admit, I never expected that kid to be anything really special, she said, when I first saw him. But from what the Hokage has said, it's a lot. As Asuma shrugged, it really was a lot. It was then that guy, Genma, Yujeo, they stepped into the restaurant, as he waved them over. Well, Naruto has proven to be a surprising person so far, said Asuma. All some of those pranks that he pulled, well, they were really incredible. Then there was a battle with the Inuzuka boy that caught many of us off guard. Sure, it was a bit unorthodox and unhygienic, but he proved that he wasn't just some weakling. Guy cut in at that point. More than that, Naruto has a wonderful outlook on life. Standing up to my student the way he did. He's one that can prove himself through hard work. It shows in him as well. Just like my little protege Lee. Guy didn't look down at that. I really should have been more careful on how I taught Lee. I feel for the boy. He's a good kid, and he proved himself so many times, but after what happened in the preliminary rounds against Gaara, I wonder if I did the right thing. I just hope that Tsunade can find a way to do something once she returns. Seeing the man so dejected, Asuma pat him on the back and offered him some of his food. Guy offered one of his warm smile as he snatched a few pieces of meat. As Genma spoke up, I'm sure that Tsunade-sama will be able to do something for the boy. But I believe originally we were here to discuss a few things. Regarding Namikaze boy, as he got a few nods in response, he flicked the senbon to the other side of his mouth. I will admit, I was rather shocked what he pulled off with Neji in the Chunin exams. But after everything that happened, and him defeating Gaara, I'm really not that astonished anymore. The kid is talented, and he's already doing his parents proud. But I'm also concerned as well, as he got some looks, but he shrugged his shoulders and glanced off to a random direction. After learning the truth from Hokage-sama, Naruto was bound to go through a few changes. It must have been quite a shock to the boy. But more than that, how does he feel? What is he thinking? I spoke with Hokage-sama about it. Before he left on his mission with Jiraiya, he secluded himself in his parents' old home. Not once did he leave or did he try to contact Hokage-sama. It seems that the relationship they both had has been strained to extreme limits. Even Hokage-sama has admitted that he doesn't know what to expect from the boy anymore. When Naruto returns, I say that we keep eye on him when we can. It might be a good idea to observe his behavior and report it if anything has changed. Kunai gave him a look, and she seemed to be angry about what he was saying. Are you trying to say that Naruto can no longer be trusted? That he might turn on the village, or attempt something drastic? He's a good kid, and for your information, I trust him. Besides, Hinata has taken a liking to the boy, and I'd rather not think anything bad of someone that can inspire so much confidence in her. Kami knows that she can use more help in the department, and he has been kind to her. It's nice to see her open up more, and his brief interaction with her during Chunin exams showed me the kind of guy that he is. He is a good kid, and I refuse to believe that he will become a threat to the village. As Genma snarled at that, believe what you want, UI-san, but the kid's a Jinchuriki. He's able to tap into Kyuubi's chakra and harness it, that he can use it for a time. But more than that, after what he's been told, there's a chance that he's become mentally unstable. Face it, the kid might be a threat, and it's a good idea to keep an eye on him. Kunai got up rather quickly, as her chair hit the person's chair behind her. As Genma got up, they seemed that they were about to argue. But Asuma slammed both of his hands on the table. Enough, you two. Sit down already. The both of them grumbled a bit, but they sat down. He took a deep breath. Kurenai, I'm sorry, but Genma has a point. As much as we like to trust him, there's a good chance that his opinion might change about this village. Someone close to him have been revealed to have been lying to him his entire life. With as few friends as he got, that has to be a rather devastating blow. I do not want to doubt the kid, but right now, there is no choice. Kurenai narrowed her eyes at him as she shook her head in disgust. I can't believe I'm hearing this from you, Asuma. We're supposed to have faith in the shinobis that we train. He's just a child and you're already condemning him. If not for housing in Kyubi, for something else. Forget it. I'm out of here, she said, as she stormed out of the restaurant. As Anko and Yuji arose, they shook their head in disgust at what just transpired. Guy didn't appear to be in any hurry to go anywhere, but his occasional mutter of unyouthful came out every now and then. As Yuji went to speak with Kurenai, Anko slapped Asuma over the head. You're one insensitive ass. You might want to think about the shit that you're saying next time. If you hope to repair the damage that you've done today, you better apologize to her soon. As she smacked him once again and chased after her friends. I finally understand why Shikamaru insists that women are just too troublesome to get involved with. As he shook his head, he would like to apologize to her, but Naruto right now could be a danger to the village. If keeping the village safe means that he loses Kurenai, then so be it. She was not thinking rationally. She was thinking by using emotions. Being lied to your entire life. There's no way that he did not see Konoha in a different light. Meanwhile, back at the outskirts of Tansukagai, Orochimaru was studying Naruto. His clothing was so different, and the cape. It was so similar to what Minato wore. A few changes here and there, but it looked similar. But more than that, with his bangs coming down in his face, Orochimaru's eyes widened as it all clicked. As he thought about the Jinchuriki, everything just clicked into place. Kabuto, do not underestimate the kid. Something is different. And if I'm correct about my theory, do not take him lightly. Hearing that, Kabuto turned back to look towards Naruto, surprised that his master would say that, as he honestly did not see the improvement, and he doubted that he could change so quickly. I don't see it, said Kabuto. Naruto launched his kunai towards him. Multiple kunai shakuno techniques, said Naruto. As they multiply, Kabuto instantly switched himself to a nearby rock, as it was pelted by the kunais. Interesting. You weren't quite capable of a technique that caliber last time we saw each other, said Kabuto. Perhaps you have improved a bit after all. But still, that is not truly enough to defeat me. No, is it, said Kabuto. He was frowning when Naruto simply smirked. Would you mind informing me what's so funny, he asked. That, said Naruto as Kabuto turned. A Rasengan slammed into his face. The first kunai I threw was a shadow clone I had transformed into a kunai. It's amazing what a simple jutsu can do, said Naruto. You let your guard down. Kabuto was blasted away as he crashed, but the man had some incredible healing abilities. As he took a damn pill, he gripped his face. You're gonna pay for that, Naruto-kun, he said. He dashed towards Naruto as fast as possible, but something was off with the blonde. The way he was looking at him, Kabuto just couldn't put his finger on it. As Naruto dodged every attack, Kabuto lashed out with his chakra scalpels, but Naruto twists and twirled on his feet. He even pushed off Kabuto and jumped away. Stopping his assault, Kabuto was confused. It was then that he felt a chilling breath, as a kunai was stabbed into his back, dangerously close to his spinal cord. You see, Kabuto, you're already dead. You just don't know it yet. He spun around and removed the kunai, but there was no one there. All he saw was smoke from an obvious clone that was dispelled. This isn't good. Why isn't his wound healing, he thought. What the hell is going on here? His mind was racing. Honestly, he couldn't figure out if he was caught in some kind of genjutsu, or if something else was going on. There is no way that Naruto could be beaten like this. Absolutely no way. Something finally caught his attention. Naruto was nowhere to be seen. He turned towards his master as he saw that look on his master's face. He would be getting no help there. A feeling of dread washed over him. Am I gonna die here? He wondered. No. I can't run either. No. Kabuto was confused. He was starting to panic. And he couldn't abandon Lord Orochimaru with his arms wounded. It would be bad to leave him here alone. Where the hell are you, Naruto? If I'm gonna die, at least I'm gonna make sure you're with me. Wow, the voice of Naruto came out. Your apprentice has really gotten worried over there, isn't he, Orochimaru? As Naruto patted Orochimaru in the back, as he was right behind the snake Sanin. Orochimaru snarled towards the boy, as he didn't say a word. That's no fun. You think it would be okay to kill your precious sex toy now, Naruto asked, as he nudged him in the arm. Kabuto turned and snarled. How dare you disrespect Orochimaru's thumb in such a way? Get away from him! He rushed at Naruto, all for Naruto to poof away. Damn it, a clone. Where's the real one? Maybe I'm here. Or over here. No, maybe I'm here. As Kabuto glanced around as he saw multiple clones popping up out of nowhere. Damn it, I underestimated him too much. I didn't think he was capable of any of this. I can't even find the real one, and I've been letting him get under my skin too much. Damn it, calm down, I think, Kabuto thought to himself, as the clones rushed in as he took blows. But he dispatched them and healed himself. There was a lot of them. But despite the amount of chakra that Kabuto actually possessed, he found himself getting weaker and weaker as time moved on. It was then that he realized the wound on his back was hurting him more than he thought. It felt like some foreign chakra had entered his system, but he didn't know what it was. It was then that his eyes saw Shizune and Tsunade. He smirked as he got an idea. Full speed he rushed towards Tsunade as he saw Naruto flash in front of her. He smirked, that was the real one. He attacked Naruto ferociously, but something was off. Naruto was not even blocking the blows, as he attacked him viciously. But the worst part of all of this was when Naruto reached up and grabbed his wrist. Like I said, Kabuto, you're already dead. In fact, your death was decided the moment you stepped into this battle. As the Naruto in front of him exploded, so much force his body was thrown, as he crashed into a boulder. Kabuto screamed out in pain from the impact. No, it can't be. Kabuto's eyes went wide as he saw Tsunade, Shizune, and Tauntaun poofed away. More shadow clones? No! No! He said. Oh yes, Kabuto team. I recovered Tsunade from the field of battle while you were fighting my clones. As the real Naruto appeared in front of him and gripped him by the hair and lifted him up to eye level. Why fight you when I can use my clones to wear you down first? But that kunai my clone stabbed you with, I coated it with some of the Kyuubi's chakra. It's quite potent, don't you think? Said Naruto as he laughed. Kabuto lashed out to his face, but Naruto caught his wrist as he started to squeeze. Oh yes, you finally realize it, don't you? I've been toying with you this entire time, said Naruto. I've been stringing you along like a little puppet you are, until the right opportunity presents itself. Oh yes, Kabuto, this is gonna hurt. Kabuto turned his head as he saw Naruto behind him, another one, with a Kyuubi cloak, and a strange Rasengan, as wind chakra was brewing in it. While it's true I have not perfected it yet, I have to guarantee this is gonna hurt. Very, very bad. As Naruto spun him around and hold on to him tight. This death won't be pleasant, I assure you, but it will be amusing for me. Now face your death. Like the proud ninja you are, Kabuto, the clone moved as a ball of pure chakra slammed into him and grind into his flesh. It literally tore his stomach open and started grinding up his insides. Kabuto screamed as Rasengan then exploded outwards. His body was ripped asunder. There was no chance of him returning back from that. No chance of recovery. As Naruto turned towards Orochimaru. Now, Orochimaru, I told you I promised him a painful death. As much as I will try to fight you myself. My turn is up, said Naruto. It's your turn now, Jiraiya, said Naruto. Jiraiya, Shizune, and Tsunade jumped in the clearing as they looked towards the pieces of Kabuto. It seems your plan worked perfectly. I didn't quite expect this, but you bought enough time for me to recover. As the Jiraiya in front of Orochimaru poofed away, showing that the one that just came was the real one. Jiraiya glanced over towards Tsunade. She still seemed a bit shaken up. I guess I can't do much else to help her right now. Orochimaru was not that completely useless with his arms. Hiruzen did not use the Fortokage Jutsu because that would cost him his life. Instead, he used another jutsu that Kabuto didn't know how to counter just yet, but he would not be able to because he was now dead. Whatever the jutsu was, it caused a great deal of damage to Orochimaru. It stopped him from using a great percentage of his jutsus, but he could still perform a few of them and a few powerful ones as well. Jiraiya engaged as they started to fight. Naruto walked over towards Tsunade as he kneeled down and gripped her chin. I want you to listen to me, okay? As she was looking directly at him, he raised his hand and flicked her across the nose. That caused her to blink a few times, before he offered her a gentle smile. I know things have been rough for you, and I know that even seeing blood reminds you of the tough time in your past. This gore around us right now probably doesn't help either. I'm sorry I did such a thing, even though I know about your fear and your history of blood. While I can't pretend to know what you're going through, I want you to know I'll be here as your godson and as a friend to help you through your tough times. But I need you to toughen up now and fight through this fear of yours. Face it head on and go and help your old teammate, Jiraiya-sensei. Orochimaru may be weakened, but he's still a slippery bastard. Jiraiya could really use your help right now, and I'm sure that you don't want Orochimaru to get away with hurting anyone else, regardless if they're close to you or not, said Naruto. He wasn't getting through that much, so he pulled her in a hug. As he whispered, think of this, Orochimaru promised that he would revive Naoki and Dan, correct? Do you truly want him to disturb their bodies like that? If he made you a promise like that, it means he has access to them, don't it? The mere idea of him taking the bodies of your loved ones like that has to be rough. But more than that, think of what he could do with them, given the time. If you stop him right here and now, Naoki and Dan can rest in peace, without worrying of being disturbed. As Naruto leaned back, before he kissed her on her forehead, he's already tampered with the first and second Senju brothers, both relatives of yours. You can't keep on letting him do this, play with the dead, people's souls in such a horrendous way. Don't you think that it's only fitting that you and Jiraiya destroy him so he can't hurt anyone else? Tsunade looked up into his eyes and saw him, smiling brightly at her. I promise that Naruto will help you through this, no matter what. And I never go back on my word. It's my ninja way after all. And also, stop calling that necklace curse. Each time you do, I'll smack you or something like that. I don't know quite yet, he said. His words were ringing in her mind. Despite your face looking so lost and out of it, she heard every single thing that he said. As she looked up into those eyes, as a flash of Naoki appeared right in front of him, with Dan at his side, as the three of them all looked at her, as something inside of her just clicked. But guys, be and subscribe right here. If you want to see next part to do, like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on that bell notification to stay posted, and remember to share to all of your friends in social media platform. But I'm off for now. Remember to stay tuned for the rest of what is coming your way. See you guys soon. Peace.